Hello ladies and gentlemen, crypto deep divers. Welcome back to Weekly Crypto. So I'm still in Capitol Reef National Park. Right now I'm in a Grand Wash Trail. So here you can see the narrows, just like in Zion National Park. And also some canyons and basically the narrows. So today I'm going to talk about Microstrategy, Michael Saylor. And he basically bet on the over 400 million on Bitcoin, and he has been buying up all this Bitcoin. And the thing is, if you look at his interview, it's pretty interesting. He's talked about why gold or silver is not as valuable as Bitcoin. The reason why is because you can always find more gold and silver. You can always find new mines, to discover more gold and silver, right? So this is basically another thing is when the price of gold and silver increase, and human, they tend to be greedy, right? They will try to produce more gold and silver. If they try to produce more gold and silver, that means it will dragging the price of gold and silver as well. And in terms of Bitcoin, it only has 21 million. Around 6 or 7 million already lost, unfortunately. Somebody lost their computer, lost their private key. And I don't know if you still remember, one of the guys tried to find his computer, probably worth millions, in a landfill. I don't know if you saw that documentary. At the time, Bitcoin doesn't worth much. It's like people don't take it seriously. It's just like a gaming. It's just like a coin for gaming platform. And of course, if you still remember, there's a guy buying pizza using Bitcoin, right? Now it's worth probably, I don't know how much, maybe millions, I don't know. So he is talking. So he said why this is more valuable, and then he also worried that all the Bitcoin will be bought up by somebody else. This is what his interview is pretty interesting, and he is pretty intelligent as well, and it makes perfect sense because gold and silver you can mine, you can mine more. If the price increase, it gives it the incentives for the gold miners to mine more gold or silver. And I think the production cost used to be maybe $900. I hear some animal noise. Maybe it's getting dark like this. They usually go out to forage during this time, right? Either early in the morning or in the evening. This is when the animals are foraging, like the bison or the goats, the mountain goat. So if you want to see those animals, you have to go early in the morning. Ooh, I hear the noise. Or late in the evening, you will see them definitely. Yeah, I saw them in Custer State Park. I saw a whole bunch of mountain goats. They come out like around sunset. They will foraging. Anyway, let's get back to. So it provides incentives for the people to mine more gold and silver. And I think the production is like 900 for gold. I don't know, maybe 1,200. I don't know. I lost track. I think it's not. And for silver, the cost of mining is around maybe $12 to $15. So if it is worth like 20 some dollars or 30 some dollars or 40 some dollars of silver, it just gives incentive for the silver miners to mine more silver to sell to the market. And in terms of Bitcoin, it's only 21 million, and we already have a halving. Every halving it will be less reward for the miners, and then the next halving will be even less reward, right? Right now, for every block, right now it's cut down to 6.25, and the next halving is the thing is it's only increasing the price because there's no more increase unless somebody change their algorithm. It can increase the supply. So this is just basically supply and demand. Yeah, basically this is just supply and demand, right? It's because you can find more gold and silver mines, but in terms of Bitcoin, there's no more. And in terms of inflation, there's basically no inflation. It's deflation actually. Ethereum, they do have an inflation, maybe 3 to 6%. Tezos have inflation as well. So in terms of BTC, there's no inflation. It's only decreasing every year. And another thing I want to point out is Wall Street may want to rehypothecate those assets because we don't have enough to play around. So they may rehypothecate Bitcoin. Basically, remember BAC is offering the ETF. So those ETF do not actually hold Bitcoin. They basically can commingling other assets like credit default swap, US Treasury, and other assets or US dollars into a package. So they basically using this method to rehypothecate. That means 1 Bitcoin become 4 Bitcoin, 4 become 16, and then you have 32 and then 64. So I'm suspecting the Wall Street is going to rehypothecate BTC because we don't have enough BTC around. And so my point is you have to hold your private key. If you don't hold your private key, you don't own your token. And just like PayPal, they offer user to buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, but the thing is you don't hold your private key at all. So I don't think it's a good idea. Those are not the real deal, right? They hold the private key. So anything is just like you buy something from the exchange, and then you buy something from the exchange, and then you just leave it there. They hold the private key and not you. So another thing, Michael Saylor pinpoint very interesting thing is because of the human are greedy inherently. If the price of gold and silver has been increasing, then miners is going to produce more. So if they produce more, then it will dragging down the price, right? Supply and demand. But in terms of BTC, you can't produce anymore, right? Unless somebody changed the algorithm, unless you have a quantum computer. So I don't know. So if you have time, I suggest you listen to some of the interview from Michael Saylor. He's pretty intelligent. So that's my take on it. In terms of the pandemic, I felt like this is a planned thing, but it's a pandemic. It's not a pandemic. It's a pandemic. If you follow my channel, I warned people very early on. This thing could be back in February, the end of January and February. I warned my family and friends back in mid-January. So at the time is the window of opportunity to contain the virus, and yet US failed to do that. Right now the outbreak is already done. Unfortunately, some part of the state, they are very slow in reopening. For example, those are run by Democrat. And the thing is, I don't think I think it's better to reopen everything. I think the mainstream media just bring things out of proportion. The time that you should afraid of the virus is back in February, January, March. Those are the time frame or window of opportunity to contain the virus. Right now, it's already now everything is already not contained. It was already explosively so many cases and all that, right? And I suspect there's some type of T cells immunity as well. So right now I'm not that worried anymore. And just my personal opinion, not a healthcare advice. If I'm outdoor with sunlight, I don't think it's necessary to wear a mask. This is all about the density of the virus, right? Or the viral load or whatever. If you're in an indoor, poor ventilation environment, you better wear a mask, because those virus may be concentrated in a certain area, right? In indoor with poor ventilation. But right now, it looks like everybody's so scared. They wear a mask even though they go to a national park, even though they're out of breath, even though with sunlight, with the outdoor. This is just risk versus benefit. The risk of contracting the virus is less if you're outdoor and with the sunlight. The UV light is going to kill the virus. And also, when you're outdoor, the viral load is also diluted. So this is just risk versus benefit, okay? Just like when your investment, risk and reward ratio. But a lot of people, when they're still walking uphill, walking uphill with sunlight, still wearing a mask. I don't think it's a good idea, because you cannot catch your breath. How can you breathe with an N95? I even saw people wear N95 when they are hiking or walking uphill. That's crazy. But I'm not your healthcare professional, okay? A provider. You should consult with your physician. You decide what you want to do. Whatever I say is just my personal opinion. I'm not a healthcare provider. But so back in February and March, I told people to wear a mask. People think I'm crazy. Now I tell them not to wear a mask. When there's sunlight, when they're outdoor, they think I'm crazy again. And then I told them I said we should reopen everything. They said I'm crazy again. So people are very behind the curve. Behind the curve. The herds are just brainwashed by mainstream media, unfortunately. But once again, I'm not your healthcare provider. You should consult with your physician what you decide what to do, okay? And this information is only for entertainment and information purposes, not like healthcare advice at all. You take your own risk, whether you wear or not wearing a mask. And by the way, a cloth mask is not going to protect you, because there's no filter, right? If you look at the study, in some of the published study, they compare the cloth mask and the surgical mask. The cloth mask is basically as if you are not wearing anything, because it goes through 90-some%. So what's the point? Anyway, so let me know what you think about the Saylor Microstrategy betting on over 400 million on BTC, Bitcoin. I would love to hear from you. And in case you're interested, in case you're interested, so you can see the case of the arch trail. I mean, it's not too bad. If you walk in an Angel's Landing, this is nothing. Anyway, so let me know what you think. Please comment below. I would love to hear from you. If you find this video helpful, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, also share with your friends. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out the upcoming video that could be time sensitive. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, library.tv, as well as Patreon. And remember, crypto deep dive is we the people take control of our money. Stay wise, stay safe, peace. I'm not your financial advisor. Investing in cryptocurrency, commodity, and stock market can have inherent risks. Please do due diligence. Also, I'm not your healthcare provider. If you have any question or concern about the virus, you should contact your physician. And this video is only for entertainment and informational purposes, not a healthcare advice or financial advice. Peace out.